Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Austin Petersen here. I'm almost to Iowa for the convention, but I wanted to have another live stream with you all to discuss an issue that's very important because some people keep asking me my position on it, so I want to just make this entirely clear because it's going to be very important, of course, when I'm running for the nomination of the Libertarian Party to clarify my stance on the difference between what is the non-aggression principles, it's understood, and the pledge. And of course, the Libertarian Party, for anyone who doesn't know, the pledge in the Libertarian Party is not the non-aggression principle. And some people have attempted to force it to be, which is ironic, but it's actually not. And I'll tell you why. This is funny. So a lot of people are like, well, Austin, he doesn't understand. They've been saying that I didn't sign the pledge, which I absolutely did sign the pledge. I had to become a member of the Libertarian Party. And what the pledge states is that I do not believe in the initiation of force to achieve political or social goals. And the interpretation of the pledge that I ascribe to, that I agree to, is not the ideological one that anarchists wish to make it out to be, but it is the one that the founder, David Nolan, argued that the pledge, the reason why he wrote the pledge. And we'll go out and we'll find a link, or if somebody wants to find a link right now and paste it in there, they can, of course. But what David Nolan, who founded the Libertarian Party, meant when he wrote that pledge was to show to the federal government that the Libertarian Party was a democratic organization. We were not a terrorist organization. And that's backed up by documentation. David Nolan had written about it. And you can actually find this information out there. I'm going to post it for you guys. This is the pledge, and I see a lot of people have hopped in here at the end game. But this is the pledge that people have to take in order to join the Libertarian Party. And the anarchists of the party like to say, this is the non-aggression principle. No, the non-aggression principle is the principle that says it should be legal to starve your children to death. That's the non-aggression principle, at least as Murray Rothbard defined it in the Ethics of Liberty. Because, of course, intervening to save a child who is being neglected by their parents would be an intervention of force. And so in such a way, the non-aggression principle, of course, falls apart. However, I do believe in the pledge, and I've signed the pledge, and in many ways I agree very plainly with the platform. So I want to make that very clear because some people, mostly people who are trying to demean me or supporters of other candidates, are trying to say, "Oh, Austin, you didn't sign the pledge." Well, I did sign the pledge, and I joined the party in 2008, and I've been a Libertarian Party member since I guess I was a party member in 2009 because when I left, I was like, "Oh, I got to join the party." And I worked there at the national office for the national committee for a year before I eventually left and officially signed everything and did it and got my card. Which actually, wait a minute, you know what? This is awesome. This is why these live streams are amazing, because this is all documented proof of the things that I have been saying. Not that facts are going to get in the way of our enemies, our opponents, but take a look there. Look at this. Austin Petersen, member. Look at that date right there. Can you see that date? Let's see if I can get it in there. It says 5/7/2009. All right there. So that means I've signed the pledge. That means that I signed the pledge back on that date. So I may be the youngest in this race, but I'm the oldest in libertarian years. Besides, look at these gray hairs. People say, "Oh, you're so immature." Well, you know what's immature? Immature is Gary Johnson calling Trump a member of a female genitalia during an actual debate. That's immature. And people say, "Oh, Austin, you don't have a resume, blah, blah, blah." Nobody knows who Gary Johnson is outside of the libertarian movement. In the libertarian movement, Gary is popular and well known. Outside of it, nobody knows who the hell that guy is. So name recognition, done. Gary Johnson, look at his answers on I side with. He's a statist. He's a liberal statist, a social justice warrior. He believes in funding Planned Parenthood, forcing employers to pay for, forcing employers to do equal pay when that's obviously been debunked by libertarian economists like Thomas Sowell. Listen, guys, the only libertarian in the race, big L, small l, is the guy that you're looking at right now. So I do believe in the David Nolan interpretation of the pledge. And I agree to the pledge. I agree with the bylaws. What I don't agree to is pacifist anarchism. And they get angry when I say that, when I call them out. But that's really what it is. And it's perfectly fine. Pacifist anarchists are libertarians. You know, and they should secede, just be like the Amish. The Amish is, they are very productive. I wish ANCAPs were at least half as productive as the Amish. But they aren't, unfortunately. So we have a party that's not going anywhere. I'm going to take this party somewhere. I'm going to win, and I'm going to bring a BAMF attitude to this race. You know, stop wearing tennis shoes, Gary, to debates. That's disrespectful. Stop calling Trump names of debates because it makes you seem like you're cute. That's immature. Learn your policy. Go to isidewith.com, Gary, and change your answers if you have changed your mind. Honestly, listen, I hope you do change your mind. I hope Gary changes his mind, because right now, if you look at all the I Side With results, guess who's the most libertarian? Boom. Augity, biggity, Petersen. Leaf Bieberson. That's me. So do me a favor, guys. You know, get out there and fight. Let's fight for this nomination. The grassroots, we couldn't take over the Republican Party, unfortunately, but the grassroots deserve a victory in our own party, the Libertarian Party. Gary's a Republican. His stances are Republican. My stances are Libertarian. Go take the quiz. isidewith.com. Go to isidewith.com. Do me a favor, guys. Go to isidewith.com and tweet at me your results. I'll retweet them if I win. And like Bruce Cohen is trying to remind me, of course, to do. Donate. Send me some money, guys. Go to apforlp.com. We're almost to Iowa. We're going to have a really fun time tonight. Then I drive to Jefferson City in the morning, picking up a potential delegate to give him a ride to the convention. I'll be in Jefferson City, and I will become a delegate tomorrow to the National Convention, so I can vote on the floor and go to battle for liberty. So yeah, isidewith.com. Send me a message with your phone number in the messages for Facebook. I got to put my tie and my suit on. But Bruce Cohen is here. He'll educate you about the pledge. He knew David Nolan. Bruce, do me a favor, guys. Do me a favor and send them the information about David Nolan, the pledge. Drop it in the link. Love you guys. You're awesome. Don't nap. We've got a lot of work to do, okay? Love y'all. Bye.